Hello and welcome to this taste challenge. We have two single malt Scotch whiskeys. This is, let me go in correct order. This is the Glenlivet, age of 12 years, the Glenlivet 12 year. This company founded in 1824. This is produced at the Glenlivet Distillery in Scotland. I did the Founder's Reserve. That wasn't much of a challenge, although I enjoyed the Founder's Reserve. This is a 2018 bottle. Okay, so this is the older bottle design, and I bought it on purpose because Walmart had this older label and the newer label, and I said, let me get the old one, just be interesting. Green bottle, and imported by the Glenlivet Distilling Company, Purchase, New York. Okay, distilled, matured, and bottled in Scotland. So it's one of the real old Scotch companies, Scotch whiskey companies, one of the famous ones. I checked the price today at Total Wines, $53.99. I guarantee you I didn't pay that much. I think I paid like $43.99. True story. Foil cap cover, looks pretty. Plastic cap. But real cork, real hunk of cork. Okay. Now the Glenglassaugh Evolution. I don't know what happened to my plastic gray cap cover. I lost it. Couldn't find it anywhere. I must have accidentally thrown it away, but I wouldn't have done that intentionally. It makes it look nicer, but it's a wooden cap. So here's the Glenglassaugh Evolution, a newer product introduced in 2012. No age statement. 50% alcohol versus 40% alcohol. Now, real cork. So, aging. This is aged in, they said, traditional oak barrels, oak casks. And I was saying, well, what does that mean? What is a traditional oak cask? And I kept reading their website, and it was European oak. I said, oh, that's what they mean, traditional European. And then it's finished in American, ex-American casks, all right, or barrels if you live in the United States. This is, now the Glenglassaugh is not too popular or well known. I'm not saying it's unpopular, like people don't like it. I don't mean it that way. I mean, you don't see it around. It's not a lot of people buying it because they don't know about it and don't have access to it. I don't have it in my town. I've never seen it in this town. And I bought it in Marrero, Louisiana one day. I saw it for, oh, hell, poured too much. I saw it for an unusually low price. And I was thinking, I never heard of this stuff. I'll be right back. I said, this might be some bunk product, but then when I saw that it said aged in ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels, that got me thinking, But I couldn't remember the name, so I couldn't research it. So when I went back to Savannah Discount a few weeks later, oh man, I spilled this much of it. Should have just drank it. So when I went back to Savannah Discount a few weeks later, they still had some bottles, in the box, all look nice. And all right, sorry about that delay. I apologize. So then it poured out more than I thought. I thought I had it poured just right. So I go over there, and it says ex-Tennessee barrels, and I start thinking, I bet you I know. And I was at Savannah, and I was looking through the boxes and all, and I looked at the box and said imported by Brown Foreman. I said, so then I bought it, and it was $15.99. Can you believe this price? So I started researching it, and I found out it was an old distillery from the 1800s, and then something happened and it went out of business, and then like 20 years later, somebody bought it and revitalized it, so it's around today. But the Evolution has been on the market since 2012. B Aviation says, hey, Ron, what's up? 13 degrees here in Michigan. Oh, no. Too cold. It was 80 here, 80 today. It's dropping now. It's down to 75. True story. Humid, though. Humid like crazy. Blue ice. 49ers game cost me $750, so I'm currently drinking natural ice. I hope you. I don't gamble on games. I don't bet on any games. People tell me at work, you want to bet? I say no. I don't bet unless I know I'm going to win. And in a game, I don't know that. I say, I bet you if I know I'm going to win, which means you should never bet me, because that means I already know the answer. Some question about history or something. So I'm not into that. But a lot of people are. A lot of these people at work, they're into it, man. They're always putting money down. And they'd be griping, the next day, or happy, depending. So the appearance, they're both gold. This one here is a little lighter. That's making me think it's the Glenglassaugh. Don't know that. By virtue of the fact that there's no color added to it. Glenglassaugh is natural color, no caramel color added, and it's non-chill filtered, okay? But the price is about the same right now, $50 each, give or take. So you might say, well, I know a store where they got Glenlivet 12 for $48. Or I know a store got the Glenglassaugh for $48. But more than likely, you're going to be paying about 53 to 55 for both, So Scotch went way up, so I don't think you're likely to get a good deal. But they're around the same price, what I'm saying. They're about $50 a bottle. No age statement, don't know how long, versus age statement. Which one's better? Highland, Scotch, Speyside. I don't know which one's better. I've never done a taste challenge between these two. Let's see if I can find out. Now, is that light too bright? I can put it on a different setting, like soft light. Oh, this is the white light. This actually seemed like a lighter setting. Soft light seemed brighter. I don't know about these lights. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep it on that setting. It's less intense, even though it's white light. Not soft light. Oh, well. Heck. Oh, this smells so good. You say, what does it smell like? A lot of oak. A lot of oak barrels. That makes sense. No charred oak, of course. Could you make a Scotch with charred oak? I haven't seen any regulations that said you could not. Be a little unusual. White bread crust, I guess barley bread, right? Since they're single malted barley Scotch whiskeys. That's the only grain, malted barley, no corn or maize, if you live in Europe. No rye, no wheat. Is that better? Is that worse than blended? Don't ask me. Don't ask me if single malt is better than blended. Because it depends how you look at it. The blended is going to have different grains blended in. Corn, whiskey, grain whiskey. Might have rye, might have wheat. Going to have single malt in there too. So it's going to have that complexity from multiple grains. A multigrain whiskey. Aren't we told to drink or eat multigrain? Eat multigrain. And then, but the single malt people say, no, it's more pure and whatever. Okay. I'm not part of that confrontation. So I don't have a horse in the race. So I'm just trying them, and I'm liking both sides of the argument. This one smelled more sweet, like honey. Yeah, honey topped white bread crust. So white bread crust, honey top. But on aroma so far, I'm not sure. I remember that one was lighter, but did I mix them up again? I can't remember that. So on aroma, can't say. We don't have to worry about the price. They're about the same price, $50. So I did, like I said, I did not pay that. I paid about $45 for the Glenlivet 12, and I paid $15.99. Sounds like a lie, but it's not. $15.99 for the Glenglassaugh Evolution. Taste, cheers. Birds singing the day away. This tastes so mild. Oh yeah, it tastes like sugar water. All whiskey to me tastes like sugar water. It's just different flavors within the sugar water taste. And that would be mild white bread crust. Must be the Glenlivet. Is the Glenlivet like totally exceptionally awesome? I never noticed that. I liked it. Tastes fine. The Founder's Reserve, the no age statement one, not aged 12 years. I was really liking that, and it was cheaper, so I guess I like it more because it was cheaper, and it tastes, probably just as good or close. I see both at the stores all the time. That's the main ones I see coming in the stores. I see Glenlivet Founder's Reserve in the 12, and the Founder's Reserve in the 12. Aquamarine now. The Founder's Reserve is like aquamarine color, and the 12-year is like green. Considering that I didn't find that they were that different one from the other, I'm sure I'd buy the cheaper one. You'd save, well, you might save $5. Yeah, mild, mellow. You say, oh, ooh, I can't stand Scotch. It's too smoky and peaty. Turns my stomach. Can't stand it. Well, you must have never tried this because it's not peaty and it's definitely not smoky. Not peaty, not smoky. It's what I just described. Honey topped white bread crust. That's it. And a little oak, I suppose, on the undertaste. I suppose. I mean to say, I suppose. Oh, me. Over here. Ah is what you say when you say, I've heard of that. I is what you say. I have heard of that. Okay. All right. This is the Glenglassaugh. How could I know from that quick of a sip? Tell you why. It's stronger. It's more bold. It's got more alcohol. It's more fiery. And that's it. And the Tennessee whiskey barrels, ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels, bring in some. Now I watched some videos where people were saying it's Dickel, George Dickel whiskey barrels. But I never did read anything definitive about that. It could have just been somebody saying it and everybody's saying it, repeating it. You look on the website, don't say anything about George Dickel. In fact, doesn't say anything about anybody's brand. It just said ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels. So that's what we're going to go with here. I'm not going to name a brand because I don't know the brand. Doesn't taste like vitamin. It doesn't taste like Flintstone vitamins, though. So that's making me think it's not George Dickel because George Dickel is a strange tasting whiskey. Only whiskey I ever had tastes like Flintstone vitamins. This is strong, robust. I'm not saying it's too strong for me. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I can't handle 100 proof. 50% alcohol is too much for me. I never said I couldn't handle it. I said I don't care for it. Or rather the 80 proof or 80, 86 proof, something like that. Olive Fire says, we have a winner. I'm the winner. I don't know about if which of these is the winner. I just picked up a 375 milliliter bottle of Johnnie Walker Black Label blended Scotch whiskey. If I do buy that, or I should rephrase it, when I buy it, because I gotta buy it, you know. I'm gonna get the 750. Interesting comparison. It is. You are the winner. I'm the winner in the sense that I got it right. Now, Screwball. Daniel's God says you got some Screwball. I have a bottle of that. Thank you, David. Gave it to me for Christmas as a gift. And not Screwball. That's from San Diego. No, he got me the oh man, the one from Sazerac, but they make like 5 of them. Not the Rams Point, the doggone. It's popular. You know, you see it all there or everywhere. Peanut butter whiskey. I just recently started working in a distillery, and you were the first one who got me interested in liquors with your taste challenges, says B Aviation. Just wanted to say thanks for all your great videos. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for all your great support, folks. 16,000 subscribers. I appreciate it because I was excited when I had 15. No, I don't mean 15,000. I was excited when I got 15. I was like, oh, 15 people want to watch. I can live with that. That's nice. You know, Sheepdog. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. With the white label. Yeah, Sheepdog. Some of these channels, they're weird, you know, because they'll have a lot of subscribers. Like I was looking at one today, 24,000 subscribers. And they are on all kind of platforms, you know, Instagram and this and that. And I don't get on all that, you know. But I said to myself, it's strange though. They got so many more subscribers, but almost no more views. Like their view count is like the same. Basically the same. I thought that's odd. Like if you have that many more people subscribe to your channel, why you don't have any more views? I know a guy out there, guys, he got a channel with way more subscribers. He'll tell you, I got this many subscribers. Y'all better not play with me with this beer, you know, this beer is stale or something. And that's true. But I look at the channel, I'm like, but you got less. If you have that many subscribers, you should have way more views than I have, like triple, right? But you got less. Significantly less views. I thought, I don't understand these numbers, you know. But anyway, back to the whiskey. I'm just saying I don't understand the numbers. I'm not passing judgment on it, or just saying I just don't understand the numbers. I mean, why would you subscribe to a channel and never watch? I subscribe to channels, but I always watch. I mean, unless it's some video like a beer I never heard of, I'm not gonna watch that. But if it's something I had, I'd be like, oh, I had that Alpine Lager. Let me watch, see what he said. Dante's guy said, we like honest opinions. I do give honest opinions. They may be bad, like make people angry, you know, but I'm not trying to make people angry, but they're honest. Hey, Jay, I was pretty stoked to see David in one of your recent live streams. Was that the first time he ever? It was one of the first time. Wasn't the first, Brando, but one of the first. As always, great work. You are the king. I don't know about the king, maybe the Duke. Good evening from Arizona, says Angelo Zuccarelli. Olive Fire said, maybe there is some kind of way that you, a tuber can change the number or cloak it in some way. I don't know. I think there's a way they could hire like a service to pull a crowd. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Like you pay some fee every month and they pull in subs, but they may never watch. I would never do something like that. No way, never in the world. And then people are like, you ought to sell t-shirts or you ought to sell caps. I'm not here to sell t-shirts and caps. I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm never going to do it. I got no interest in any of that stuff. Merchandising. I just like to taste the products and say, oh, I like this. I like that. That's pretty good. And then see what people say. That's really all I like to do. You say, but you do it incessantly. I know, because I like to do it incessantly. No, I mean, oh, yeah, I prefer the Glenlivet 12. I'm going to tell you the truth. I just paid $1,700 for my new water heater. Now I definitely need some alcohol to numb the pain and forget about it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I think mine's on the last legs. I don't think it's going to be too much longer. I think my water heater's on the... I paid a lot less for that. I bought my water heater in 2009 and it was like $450. But that was a place right down the road. They're out of business now. They're gone. But made by General Electric. But I could see it's not going to make it. But those things break. But I was looking at the Home Depot. I said, oh, I don't like these prices. Can you get sponsored by an alcohol company? I guess I could. I had never been offered that. I've had people accuse me of that. I know you're getting money from Budweiser. I said, let me tell you something, pal. If I was getting money from Budweiser, you would see a Budweiser or Anheuser-Busch video about 3 times a day. Not every now and then. I would juice it. I'll be squeezing that towel, get all it. But I mean, they're never going to do it. They're not going to come to my channel. It's all about being real and true to the oneself. Right, like the Beastie Boys said, be true to yourself and you will never fall. Angelo, 868 for the water heater and 913 for the labor. Oh, where do you live? In Bulgaria? My water heater went out and now I'm just boiling water. I hope that's a joke. Okay. Caramel here. Caramel, toffee. Well, what do you know? I'm going to tell you what. I'm not saying there's a winner. Is the Glenlivet 12 better than the Evolution from Glenglassaugh? Is the Glenglassaugh Evolution better than the Glenlivet 12? I can't say that. I can't say it. I can tell you what I prefer. No joke, sir, but I'm all right. But you got to get a water heater, you know. I prefer the Glenlivet 12 because I like the milder products. Just what I like. The Evolution, no knock against this. This thing is on point. This thing is good. This thing is good. I mean, it's good. Would I recommend it? Yeah, if you want to spend $50. Yeah, you got to buy one. All right. If you want to, it's going to cost you though. Is it going to be worth it? I say yes. And I'm so delighted because I only paid $15.99. But and that's the truth. But anyway, they're both fantastic. Now, I know the Glenlivet, people like to rip on it because, you know, it's famous. It's the same old story. Oh, it's well known. It's one of the top whiskies from Scotland. So naturally, you're going to have the people out there dogging it, talking about it ain't that good. I would drink it if I had nothing else to drink. But I probably would just turn it down and drink water. I bet you would. So give me a break, man. Yeah, they've been making this since 1824, but it's, you know, it's just like crap. It's a joke, right? I hope you're joking. I got one of my Facebook friends, not a real friend. I don't know this guy from this kind or or mango suta butalese. But I'm saying he's the person, he sent me beers. I never asked for them, never did. And all of that. But he's like going crazy over Coors Banquet. He just hates it. Says all these horrible things. And I'm thinking, it's none of what you're saying. But I'm not going to argue with it. I don't argue with people on Facebook, really. I just say, okay. Whatever floats your boat. Oh, yeah, the Glenglassaugh. That's a jewel there, boy. Ooh. So glad I bought it. Mm-mm-mm. Woo. Oh, baby. Now, if we do a Dawn Busters tomorrow, and I would like to do it, I don't see why I wouldn't. I've had days where the internet was down. Crazy stuff, you know. But or electricity went off, or like a hurricane hit, Hurricane Ida. Don't want to go through that again. Ooh, ooh. Insurance ripped me off. They didn't give me what I deserved. It wasn't what I deserved. It was what I was supposed to get. They lowballed me, man. They got me though. But anyway, oh, you know what's coming up next? Oh, this is going to be fire. This is going to be fire. Glenglassaugh versus Ardbeg 10. Ardbeg 10 versus Glenglassaugh. Well, I like Glenglassaugh, and I'm so glad I bought it. But I'm about to tell you, you know what, Glenglassaugh? You're about to get beat so bad. You're about to get beat so bad. No, no way it's gonna. Ain't gonna happen. Ardbeg 10 will win. Oh yeah, and I paid $44.95. That's a true story. I knew where to buy it, but the price probably went up. But I bought it. I saw that price. It was so much cheaper. I was like, gotta have it. It came at me like an addiction. No, you know, it came at me like an affliction, but it left me like an addiction. That's the truth. Okay, comments, and then we out of here. So the winner is, there is no winner. They're both very nice. Oh, so very nice. Checking in, Ron. Sorry for being late, says WC Beer Reviews. Well, it's not like a requirement to watch. You don't have to be apologetic. I got suckered into paying for the labor, the salesman, and everything included. Don't ever trust a big box store to install your water heater. Oh, that sounds like you got hosed. I'm gonna check into that, because when when I get a new water heater, I'm not paying no 70% more extra for the labor. There's nothing to install that. They do that so fast. My father installed mine, but he was younger then. It was nothing. Okay, if you ever decide to make merchandise, I for one would buy a shirt that said "Put the damn date" on the front, and that "Chaps my chapstick" on the back. That would be a great shirt, wouldn't it? Oh boy, I think you would do good selling shirts, or you meant to. I would do well selling. I wouldn't do it though. I'm not gonna do it. I give shirts. I would give them away before I sell them. That'd be a shout out. It would be a shout out. Are both of these whiskeys relatively smooth? They're extremely smooth. They're not unbelievably smooth, because I believe it because I drank them, but they're incredibly smooth. Oh, unreal. No way you're going to tell me that either one of these has a bad bite to it, or it's even has any bite to it. No, 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 no. Oh, you could drink those like, you could you could run into trouble, because you just say, oh, I want more, I want more. It's so wonderful. You could wreck yourself, but I wouldn't do it. You know, I'm finished. I had my little samples. Go and watch college basketball now. Oh, they're wonderful. They're just fabulous, Angelo. That's no fun, but as long as one has a bathtub and the ability to boil water, then I suppose they can still survive the little things that require. Yeah, you could survive it. Now, WC says, this is Jeep and Foodie. I updated my name to fit my channel. Oh, WC Beer Reviews. Are you still making videos? Because I haven't seen anything come up with any kind of WC Beer Reviews. And I never unsubscribed. I never unsubscribed to anybody's channel, really, except for a few that went off the deep end, you know, started making videos about neckties. And it's like, this is not a beer channel. But I've had instances where they say, I'm watching the videos, they say subscribe. I say, I'm already subscribed. But then it was saying I wasn't subscribed. I said, oh no, something happened, because I knew it wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. Yeah, I should have boiled water, but I prefer showers. Yeah. Yeah. Sound like the Johnny Walker Black Label is so smooth. I never had Black Label, but I've had Double Black, and that Double Black is a jewel. Boy, I love that Double Black. I watched your Abita French Toast Stout says wings and pizza with David earlier. His score had me cracking up with his rant and you pointing at him. I thought his score was crazy, but he gets upset, you know, so I say, go ahead and score it like you see it, but I didn't agree with it. Are you going to make another live video early tomorrow? I'm planning to do it, yes. Working class beer reviews. Oh, I get it. Working class beer reviews. I love that. I'm a working class hero, you know that. I'm going to go out and get me some of this stuff you are sipping on. I need to relax. Well, this one you'll find with no effort. You ain't going to have any trouble finding it in Glenlivet 12 because every liquor store on planet Earth sells it. The Glenglassaugh Evolution. Yeah, that could be a problem. That could be a real problem. But you might find it some obscure place. Go look at it again. YouTube may have unsubscribed because I went dormant for a while. Oh, I didn't know they did that. I'm going to check it out. WC Beer Reviews. I'm going to check it out like right now. So it's a tie between both of these. Yes. Oh, yes. Either choice you make is a win. If you buy the Glenlivet 12, Glenlivet 12, you win. You win. Going to be wonderful. You're going to love it. If you buy the Glenglassaugh Evolution, oh, it's going to be so great and strong, good. But it's up to you. Or you might say, I got a lot of money this month. I'm going to buy both. Hey, even better. All right. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. See you tomorrow morning, more than likely.